Wow, what a great session we had today here at Century 21 Connect Realty. If you are an active real estate agent in the Atlanta market, chances are you are getting your butt kicked. It is a crazy market, and especially on the buyer side, you're having a whole host of problems that some strategy could really make a difference in helping you and your client, right? So welcome to Triple Nugget Wednesday. My name is Camille, and today's session here was all about strategy. Buyer side, listing side, all of it. So let's get into it. Nugget number one actually came from our lender. Our partner lender here gave us some great advice, especially from the buyer side. It's very important to establish a relationship with your lender and utilize them as your partner. They're going to do, a good lender is going to do a lot to help you solidify the strength of your buyer in the eyes of your listing agent. And there's different ways that they can do that. One being a lender questionnaire that your lender can fill out on behalf of the buyer that you're working with, and using that lender questionnaire to submit with your offers. It just makes your buyer look that much stronger. Nugget number two, a strategy from the buyer side. A lot of agents have been utilizing video more and more frequently, submitting videos that they've taken of their buyer, and utilizing that to create an emotional appeal with the seller. But what about an agent-to-agent video? Letting them know, hey, we're in this together. My buyers want the same thing that your sellers want to get this property sold. Let's find a way to do that. Just all different ways that you can go about that. But utilizing video on an agent-to-agent basis would be great. Also, talk to your buyers about sales price in reference to their monthly payment. So instead of letting your buyer focus on how much they're paying for the home, get them to focus on what that means for their monthly budget. Changing that dynamic and that verbiage in their minds is going to make a lot more sense for them. It's going to be really, really helpful. And then my third nugget is going to be coming from the listing side. Not to say that if you're on the listing side, your entire job is cake right now, but it's a different set of problems than what the buyer's agents are facing, and I think everyone can be aware of that. But listing agents have their issues too. So the strategy from the listing side was actually really interesting. The one thing that stood out to me in particular was a reverse contingency. As soon as your seller signs that contract, you feel like you've given up all this power and the buyer is really in control. What if you could maintain a little bit of that control by using a reverse contingency, such as insisting that the seller gets the same rights as the buyer during due diligence to cancel the contract for any reason. That to me kind of made my head explode a little bit, because I was like, who's going to sign that contract? But I mean, listing agents and sellers have a lot of power right now. And if you want to be a little bit more in control of that transaction, I mean, it's not a bad idea. So there were a lot of think outside the box strategies, and it's terrible that I can't share them all with you. It was really, really awesome session today. So join us next week for another Triple Nugget Wednesday. My name's Camille, and thanks for tuning in.